Hey guys, welcome back to Taste Trek Kentucky's. In today's video, I will be showing you the marvelous structure, a miracle of architecture, the Queen's Bath in Hampi. Now, the Queen's Bath is a colossal bath that exemplifies the architectural intelligence, the absolute genius of the Vijayanagara Empire. It is located close to the entrance of the royal enclosure in Hampi. So, as you can see, there's a little tablet over here that describes the details and the history of the Queen's Bath. I will be getting into that in a second. Now, as you can see, there's also a little sign here that says not to litter or pluck flowers or not to climb. Now, the Queen's Bath, as you can see, is enclosed by a small little garden. Now, I'll tell you how to get to Queen's Bath in Hampi. So, Queen's Bath is actually on the outskirts of Hampi. It is 3 kilometers away from the bus stand and 13 kilometers away from the closest railway station, which is Hospate, and the closest airport, which is 34 kilometers away, is the Jindal Vijayanagar. Now, you could also rent bikes and scooters from the Hampi Bazaar. You could borrow it for a day and go visit the Queen's Bath and other tourist spots. Or you could take an auto rickshaw, which are also easily available in Hampi. You can get them anywhere in town. So we came by auto to visit the place. It was actually a pretty good deal. We got a deal for 1,000 rupees to see the whole, like the entirety of the place, from around 8 in the morning to 6 in the evening. So we got a lot of bang for our buck, you could say. Now, if you're coming through the railway station, as you leave the railway station, there's going to be plenty of autos outside waiting to give you a deal. The people usually state numbers like 2,000 or 2,800, 2,500, and we rejected all of those and kept walking. We decided we'd take the bus, but as we were about to reach the bus station, we found an auto rickshaw guy who offered us 1,000, and we thought that was a pretty good deal, so we took it, and we haven't regretted it. It was a wonderful experience. We didn't have to walk as much as we would have if we took a bus, and we weren't exhausted. Now, by God's grace, the climate here was amazing. It was really chilly, it was cloudy. It was unlike Hampi usually is, because Hampi is usually a very sunny place. What I'd recommend is, if you want to visit Hampi, you visit the place from November to February. That's when Hampi is the coldest, because in other times it's usually very humid and pretty sunny. You're gonna have a lot of trouble walking around. Now, as you can see, we're walking around quite a bit. That's because the entrance to the Queen's Bath is actually at the back. So right as you enter, you're gonna have to do a full round and come to the back of the bath where the entrance is. Now I'm gonna show you the inside of the Queen's Bath in just a second. As you can see, this right here is the entrance from the back side. Now let me give you a little history about the Queen's Bath. The Queen's Bath in Hampi is over 500 years old. It is believed to have been constructed by the Vijayanagara king Achyuta Raya to be used as the private bathing chamber of the king and his queens. However, now the building has lost its glory, the pool is lackluster, and the floor is left with empty sockets that were used to support the pillars of a wooden canopy. If you look closely, you can see one of the holes right there. So those were supposed to be pillars that held up the wooden canopy. And if you look around the building, you can see these small windows on the top and in the middle. These windows were there to get in some air circulation and really keep the place pretty chill even during the hotter climates of the season. And it also brought in light, like sunlight and natural lighting, into the Queen's Bath because there was a canopy overhead. So the bath itself was built in the Indo-Islamic architectural style. It is designed to be unique compared to any other bath in Hampi. There's no ceiling, although it used to have a wooden canopy, and it is open to the sky. And the pool itself is 1.8 meters deep, and the bath is surrounded by beautiful arched corridors and ornate balconies. And there are some stone steps that lead you down to the floor, although I don't think visitors are allowed to go down there. Now, you can visit Queen's Bath anytime during the day. It takes only around half an hour to explore the place. You can just see how beautiful the architecture is, and that's right now. The structure itself was actually destroyed and pillaged by the Mughal emperors that raided India a while ago. So you could just imagine how beautiful the place must have been before the raids. You can just take a moment to think about how beautiful this place would have looked when it was in full glory. Now, if you noticed, there was a moat on the outside. That moat was used to carry water, and these pipes are connected to those moats. So the water is actually brought and filtered to the pool through these pipes right here. And these pipes are made with white stone. All in all, Queen's Bath is a place enriched with history, the kind of beautiful architecture that it holds. It's simply amazing.